What numbers would you have to see out of Jared Goff this upcoming season to say he's your franchise quarterback? See, now this is, for me, this is difficult because he doesn't have all the weapons that we've seen in the past for a quarterback, and also I want to see the running game. How well does the running game do? It's all predicated on that. If the running game is good and we actually run the football for the first time in a while, all I want to see him is to get like 3,000 yards passing, maybe 24 touchdowns, something like that, because you want to have a balanced offense. What about you, Mark?
I'm kind of feeling the same way. The way Jared Goff's career has kind of gone is that he's a play-action quarterback. He lives and dies off the run, and if you have a good running game, that's when he succeeds the most. And I think that's kind of what the Detroit Lions are trying to kind of build right now. They're trying to build some type of running game with the addition of Williams. They're probably going to add another lineman or two here somewhere along the line, especially in the draft, maybe after the draft when teams start unloading guys because they have to let go and release some cap numbers. But for like to see what type of numbers, like he's got to be over about like I don't think he's a franchise core. I don't think he's the franchise. So, but I want to see a little bit over 3,000 yards too as well. Maybe 20 plus touchdowns. This wide receiving core scares me though. I'm going to tell you the truth.
Hey, we still got the NFL draft there, and Johnny Dundara from Facebook says, "Do you think go quarterback at 7 if the right player is still there? If so, who do you want for the future quarterback?" Do I think they go quarterback? No, I think it was nothing but schmoke. I'm still going to report on it. I think that when it comes to the Detroit Lions, they're trying to probably just push somebody to assume that they're going to take a quarterback, so a player like a Penei Sewell or a Jamar Chase falls to the Lions. But could it be possible they take one? Yeah, I mean, look, when we look at what Brad Holmes has done, he traded all the way up to the first overall pick to get Jared Goff. That's pretty that takes a lot of cojones there, Mark.
Oh, for sure. It takes a lot of cojones. That's for sure. But if they go, I don't think they're taking a quarterback as well at 7. I don't want, okay, this is the thing. I don't want the third, fourth best player out of position at 7, quarterback-wise. You know what I mean? I'd rather go best defensive player. I'd rather go like a Parsons, or I'd rather go, even if they were to do this, go wide receiver, which I don't want them to do. I'd rather them draft the best or the second best. Even O-lineman, the best or the second best. I don't want the third or fourth best quarterback, man. And I think they should wait. I honestly think they should wait until next year, but we'll see what happens in the draft.
Now, when you say third, this is where I differ a little bit, folks, with my buddy Mark Orem. When he says third or fourth, if Mac Jones goes 3, he's not my third or fourth best quarterback on my board. I have Trey Lance higher. I mean, in my opinion, they shouldn't go Mac Jones. I think Justin Fields and Trey Lance is better. Now, if Mac Jones is there, I don't want it. I don't want it. I just think it's a little bit. I have my rankings a little bit different. How many wins this year from RD1? This is difficult. 6 wins, 7 wins. We are getting an extra game. You're playing Denver. I think we can beat Denver. They got Drew Lock. He's not that great of a quarterback. So I'll say, I wish I could do 6.5, but that's not the case. I'll do 7 just because of Lock.
Okay.
What about you, Mark?
I'm going to say wins. I don't see many wins on this schedule, guys. It's a brutal schedule this year. I see possibly 4 wins, 3 to 4 wins. That's it. I think we'll beat Denver, maybe Atlanta, Cincinnati, maybe Chicago once. So I'm going to leave it around 3 or 4 wins for me, man. I haven't seen the whole picture yet. It could change after the draft, but right now 3 to 4 wins.
Folks, Troxel Sports Talk dropped a $10 super chat. First off, God bless him, but his wife is in surgery. Make sure you do some hashtag TroxStrong. Look, that's what's all about here. We love football, but family is always first no matter what. Thank you so much for that super chat, Troxel Sports Talk. And make sure that, family first and the wife is doing great. If I miss a question, again, I'm repeating it. Just repost it. It's because it's going quick. and it's difficult for me to see. So just repost it. I'm not ignoring. I'll try to get to every person on here. And we got it looks like a super ticket here. A super sticker, sorry. Super sticker, but Kevin Sparkman, thank you so much for that $1.99. God bless, man. Hey, we appreciate you, and now you get to be sticking up on this chat for this thing to be going for a while, and that's what it's all about. Let's see. Oh, man, it's going so quick. It's going so quick. Let me get back up. Sorry, folks, back up. I got to back up. How many wins will the Lions get after they draft Kyle Pitts? Well, the fact that Kyle Pitts, I think, would be gone before the 7th pick there, Antonio Hightower, so I'm going to suggest he's not going to be a Detroit Lion. What about you, Mark? Do you think he's going to be a Detroit Lion? I say no.
I don't think he's going to be a Detroit Lion. The latest rumor has it that Jerry Jones is infatuated with this kid.
Jera.
Yeah, and apparently maybe wants to trade up and grab him. So let's give the Lions a call if he's there. You never know, right? We'll know on draft day, that's for sure. But he's not going to – I don't think Kyle Pitts is going to really – equate to wins when a guy just touches the ball like 6 or 7 times a game.
NFL. Great question by Randy here. What offensive line can fall to the Detroit Lions in the later rounds? What are some prospects the Lions could look at maybe in the 4th round or in the 5th round? I know we don't have a 6th or 7th right now, but what about those rounds?
I like a guy, man. I like a guy out of Stanford, a kid named Walker Little. I think we talked about a little bit.
I made a video about this guy.
You made a video about him. I didn't know. I got to check that out, man. But I've been keeping an eye on that kid lately. And nice tackle out of Stanford. Smart kid. Huge kid. 6'7", 315 pounds. I think if he's available in the 3rd or 4th round, I think he'd be a nice get.
Dern says, how mad would you think the fans will be if the Lions take Waddle at 7? It just depends who's there. You know, If Penei Sewell is gone and Chase is gone, I mean, well, you can't really complain, right? I mean, it's not like you can get those guys.
I think I'll be a little bit upset about it.
Okay, so
explain why. I'd be a little bit upset about it because I don't think he's a number 1 wide receiver in the NFL.
Okay.
I know he's got speed to burn. I don't think he was the best. I don't think he was the best talent at Alabama. I think Devontae Smith was better. It's a guy. He's got some size concerns to me as well. He's only about 5'9", 5'10", 185 pounds. So I don't like him as a number 1 wide receiver. He'd be nice in the slot, but I don't want to draft a slot receiver at 7. That's why I'll be more mad. I love the talent of him. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a great talent. It would help this team eventually, but I don't think getting a Waddle at 7 will equate to wins in the future.
You know, he reminds me of Tyreek Hill a little bit.
I
think he could be a game changer for a fact. I actually like him over Devonta Smith. Yeah. I do like him over Devonta Smith. So I personally wouldn't be upset unless a Penei Sewell's on the board. And then they go, well, I'd be like, come on, man, because to me, Penei Sewell is one of those guys. John Kapler is a Lions YouTuber as well. Subscribe to his channel. Who is better, Tua or Fields? I'm going to say Justin P. Fields. I'm not going to be worried about injuries with this guy or the future injuries. He's a big dude. He can scramble as well. I think he's got a good head on his shoulder. I think Justin Fields, for me, would be a safer pick. If we had a redraft, I would take Justin Fields over him. If you know, last year I said I wanted Justin Herbert definitely over Tua Tagovailoa. I just felt like the upside is there. We did this question already. How about a little bit of Najee Harris to Detroit? Najee Harris, that would have to be a trade back scenario. Mark, what do you think about Najee Harris?
I think there's another guy that is an absolute beast at the running back position, but I would not want we would have to actually trade back into probably the 1st round to grab him. We'd have to, and I don't think we have that luxury of doing it, but would that be a trio of DeAndre Swift, Jamal Williams, and Najee Harris? That'd be pretty scary, but I don't think there's enough footballs in the room to pass around there. So
they make Kerryon Johnson the water boy.
Yeah, what's Kerryon going to be? You know what I mean? Like
he needs to carry on.
Kerryon's kind of getting he needs to carry on, but no,
I don't want to draft a running back.
Neither do I.
I don't want to draft a running back. I feel like we got a good number 1, number 2. Let's take an undrafted rookie, see what they can do. You can always find a guy for a number 3. I really don't want to draft. I would rather draft offensive linemen or defensive linemen at that position. And if you are trading backwards, we need help with safety. I mean, there's other players I think I'd have a little bit higher on, but Najee Harris to me is the best back in this draft. Folks, we got 129 in the building with only 65 thumbs up. The folks at Chat Sports are watching this right now, and you know what they're saying? How can MicroMike not get 100 likes? Want to know how I know? Because I talk to him every day. Let's get those likes up. Help us out. Help the Pride Nation out, because we are a small team. The media does not like Detroit. They always talk about the Dallas Cowboys. They always talk about the Washington football team, all these other teams. Then you got the lowly Detroit Lions. Let's show big media that the Pride Nation is legit. And regardless how our team does, we are a fan base that's one pride. Steven Likens, #ISN. Let's say the Lions miss out on Sewell or Slater. What about one of these guys? Darsaw, Mayfield, Jenkins, Spencer Brown. I do like Darsaw. I like Darsaw as well, but that would be a trade-back scenario. And I wouldn't mind that at all. You pick up an extra first-round pick next year. I'm all for that, Mark.
Yeah, I like Mayfield, too. The ex-Michigan guy. So there's still the funny thing about this draft is, too, there's a lot of really good offensive tackles in this draft. It's not just the two guys in it, and that's it. There's some nice talent later on in the draft.
#ISN, if Trey Lance is there, it'll be hard to pass up on. If you do, it's a king's ransom. Okay, this is 100% from Troxel Sports Talk here. First off, we are 13 likes away from 100. Let's get those likes up, folks. Let's get those likes up. That's how you beat the legacy media. Trey Lance is on the board. Mark, at 7.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Well, myself, man, he's like, we were talking about quarterbacks and where we have him ranked. He's my second quarterback ranked in this draft. So I like him a lot, man. But if I was the Lions, I would be trying to field some calls to see if I can get a trade back with somebody. I know there's going to be probably a few teams that could possibly want to do it still. There's still Washington. There's the Patriots. You know what I mean? You don't want to fall too far, I guess. But I would definitely be trying to field some calls to get a trade back, and if I couldn't, man, it just all depends who was there. It just all depends who was there too, because there's so many guys I like at the 7th spot, man. But he is my number 2 quarterback. But I first off, I would be trying to trade. I would try to trade to see what kind of bite I could get.